Good afternoon. So we're back on another bus and van build video. These probably look very familiar if you've been on this channel for a while. So no truck camping today. Jaylena and I were doing a couple things this morning, and it's definitely the afternoon now. But I think we're doing the actual final last projects on these two rigs. So I already did a table in my bus, but I want a little bit bigger, and Jaylena hasn't made a table for her van yet at all. And I think that's like the last mission, right?
Yeah, that's the final mission for the van build, is that lagoon mount table.
All right, so let's do the final missions and wrap up these two rigs, and I cannot wait to get the bus out and do some content with it. I know a lot of you have been wondering what's going on with that, and I'll talk about that in another one. All right, so we already got a measurement for Jaylena's van. So here's the thing, we're gonna use this. Are we using the same ply? Yeah, we're using white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're already gonna have to get all the saws out. We're already gonna be doing all the work anyways, and might as well just do it twice, cut two tables. So we already got a measurement here. What did we come up with?
16 by 24.
Okay, let's go get a measurement in the bus. What did we do with that tape?
You put it up.
Did I? You guys remember the bus build? Huh? I promise we're gonna do more contento with the busso. I need to clean in here. So let's see what we're at. 14. So if we go to 16, it'll be a little thicker. And then you're gonna do it. Maybe we'll do the same thing.
16 by 24.
16 by 24.
Let's cut two of them.
Two of them, yeah. Okay, we'll do the same table. Deja vu. Deja vu. No, other side of the thing.
Screwing it on and screwing out.
So
We need at least 48.
yeah, it's not 48.
This is just starting. See if we can get it or anything off. Your mount? Yeah. He doesn't have one of these either. That white, I don't know if I'd do the white ply on the bottom again. Why?
Look at it. Oh yeah. That's a way better size. Look at that. 16 by 24. And then when I got the chair up, got a little like
end table.
End table.
You could even do it the other way and make it more room.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at you.
Not like this.
Oh. That.
Or you could whip it around either way, but it kind of saves a little bit of space.
Yeah. And then I can just set stuff there.
Yeah. This one's for the car. A magnet.
Yeah. Y'all, I was thinking that maybe I should take this opportunity to kind of talk to you guys for a minute. So, I am obviously back at the homestead here, property, home base, and that was one of Jaylena's last missions. Cutting plywood by yourself sucks, so. And I wanted to actually make the table and the bus a little bigger too, so it was perfect. We both just recut our tables. That's like one of the biggest things left. I think there's only like a light switch that needs to be put in her van and it's done. And I don't want to get into her business and talk about what she's got going on, but that's going to be the end of that chapter. That van build's done. That's not going to be another sell and she gets another one, like that's it, right? And then the bus. So I just got back from Colorado. I went over there for some business stuff, which most of you on my channel have seen, and that was really fun. It was super eye-opening. Changed my perspective quite a bit on life in general. Like it was a magical experience. I realized in that trip, like, I had a great time. I did some awesome things. I hung out with, you know, my friends. And I don't know if I've talked about it in a video, but as I was making my way back, I was like, I could have went to Utah and explored more, and I wanted to. And I was looking at the route, and I realized that I didn't want to do that by myself. I wanted to be there with my daughter and my kid. So I ended up booking home as fast as I could get just to get back to her. And I don't know what we're getting into right now, but I'm realizing I've been having a lot of internal conversations about like what I want my life to look like and what I want to do next. And I love traveling and I love exploring and I love seeing new things. I also like having a home base and doing projects. Like you guys have seen me build bus after bus after bus, and I recently have started doing music again, and I'm in love with that. Like I'm realizing my life isn't one thing. So it's like I don't want to live on the road full time forever. I don't necessarily want to sit in this house forever. And I think my life is going to look a little something in between all that, which means the channel is going to look a little something in between all that. I think we're going to end up going out and exploring for, I don't know, undetermined amounts of time. And I want to bring my child. And then we'll be here for a while doing projects here, and it'll kind of go all back and forth. So I know a lot of channels and people's content is very specific, including mine. Mine used to be very, very, very bus heavy. My whole life was buses. I lived in buses most of my adult life. I built buses for years on this channel. Buses were huge. I still own this bus, which I'll come back to that, but it's like my truck was never meant to be that much. I basically wanted a shelf for the back to haul stuff around and sleep in it once in a while when I wanted to go on a four-wheel drive adventure. That was the whole intention of the truck, but I've ended up using the truck way more than I ever thought I would. I've ended up dialing it in way more than I ever thought was necessary, because this was always supposed to be my main rig over here. But, you know, one thing has kind of led to another. The bus had some mechanical things in the beginning, and somehow I just ended up in the truck all the time. And then it just made me realize how awesome and amazing the truck really is. Maybe I should share my thoughts on that in another video, on like what I came away with after being on the road for a while, and my thoughts on all of it. Because I've traveled in the bus too, and it's quite a difference. But yeah, I love the truck. I love the truck more the more that I use it. I love the truck more. And then as soon as I came home, you know, the house was like a mansion, and it was so nice. Things are changing here, and we'll get more into that in future videos. Things are gonna look a little different here soon, and I'm excited to get back out in the bus. I have every intention of using the bus, and I want to start making more content with the bus. I love the bus too. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of changes coming soon. I guess that's what I'm getting at right now. And I want to get out in the bus, but the bus needs a couple things. I'm waiting on some parts to show up so I can repair a couple things, and I'm not gonna get into all that, and then I'm stoked to be able to get out in the bus, do some stuff with it. And I'm just talking in circles, but we're gonna keep this video going, and I guess the main point of all this is things are changing and things are wrapping up, and I'm excited for a season of change, and I'm thinking about how I want to live my life, and I can't be niche anymore. I was very, very niched in buses, and I just don't, and it does well, and I do anything else besides a bus, it doesn't do well, which is crazy. But I don't know, I want to live my life how I want to live my life. So let's go in the house. I would like to thank Meraki for being this week's video sponsor. They sent us over this espresso machine, and it's the perfect upgrade for coffee lovers ready to take their home setup to the next level. This thing has some really cool features not usually found at this price point. Commercial grade rotary pump. Most consumer espresso machines under $3,000 use vibration pumps. Noisy, inconsistent, and short-lived. Independent brew and steam boilers. Automatic modes with built-in scales and a digital display. Modern, minimalist design. Very simple to use. Cafe quality coffee at home every morning as a part of your new ritual. The machine will end up paying for itself very, very quickly. Thank you, Meraki, for sending over this espresso machine. If you would like to learn more or make a purchase, please visit the description box below. And now I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Good morning, welcome back to another day. It was like an 80% chance of rain last night, so we were not planning on having a work day that we could do things outside, and I was planning on ending this video yesterday, but we had some crazy rain, winter storms, so I'm gonna clean up the property a little bit in this video, and we are also getting ready to take the bus out finally. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning in there. I don't even remember the last time I used it, but it's a mess. So we need to clean that up and get ready to go do a trip in that. I know some of you might be stoked about that. We've been in the truck pretty heavy for a lot of videos, and we are finally back at the mountain. We're finally getting ready to be able to use the bus. Let's get into the day. So we're pressurizing the system right now. It's filling up the water heater. I'm gonna run some water through the line. Just make sure everything's good. morning, and I was supposed to be packing the bus to head over to Bend today, and with that hood up, you can tell. Oh, hello, this is Isaac. Okay, so mechanic just called me back. What I was getting ready to say is we were packing the bus yesterday. I meant to end this video. We're planning on doing a family trip together with Ember. We were going over the pass to Bend, and I noticed a little wet spot on the driver's mat. And since it's a bus, I just assumed it was a water leak, right? And I was all stressed out, thought about selling the bus again because I'm just over that, right? But anyways, then I put my finger in it, and it was oily. So I was like, that's not good. So it's coming from the brake pedal. I opened up the hood, and I can tell that we've got a good amount of fluid in there, but it's definitely leaking. So then I crawled up under it. Let me show you. So you can see the oil coming from the back of this brake pedal for sure, pooling up. Oh yeah, that is wet, dude. So I'm gonna make a call on whether I'm gonna drive this or not. Ember is definitely not riding in it right now, and I'm gonna let you know what I decide. So I keep saying, like, I keep trying to take the bus out, and it's just not working. That's why I keep ending up in the truck. I know you guys want to see some bus content, and but like, I could die. I could lose brakes going over the pass. So it's like, I don't know, I'm just having like a crossroads moment, to be honest. Can you see my whole demeanor change? So I know I keep telling you guys about my Power Stroke mechanic that like retired, who used to do all my buses back when I had the bus building shop. And I just shot him a quick little video text, and he said it's not brake fluid, it's the hydro booster. So, and it's fine, right? Like, it's probably been like that for a really long time, and he can do the job when I get back from the trip, not even to sweat it. So feel a lot better. It's just like, when I seen a fluid coming from the back of that pedal, I just assumed, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take the bus. Oh yeah, we're gonna end this video now. I know that was a whole emotional roller coaster, and yeah, so in the next one you're gonna get to see us having fun in this bus. See you there.